Hey guys, it's Nikki and happy Halloween to you all. It's Halloween, so as a book lover, I thought I would do the Halloween book tag. This is originated by Naomi the book lover. It's Halloween plus books equals things I love. So without further ado, let's go on with the question. Question number 1, carving pumpkins. Which book would you carve up and light on fire? I'm not a believer of burning books. I haven't had a book that I hated so much that I would actually destroy it. So I'm just gonna say a book I didn't really like, which is The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. Please don't hate me. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I really wanted to like this. I thought the premise was amazing and super interesting. It's about brother and sister who live in this small town neighborhood where magical things happen. So it's kind of like a magical realism type of story. Magical things that they thought that they were imagining come to life, and then they are absorbed in this world. In their town there's this attraction of a boy with horns in his head sleeping in a glass casket, and it is in the middle of the forest. And then the story starts where the boy in the glass casket it disappears one day. I didn't really like it. It's sad because there were parts of the story that I actually really did like, but then the overall effect just fell flat to me and I was really disappointed. Trick or treat, which character was a treat and which character was a trick? This was kind of hard for me to think of, but I decided for the character that I think of as a treat, I chose Nikolai Lanza from the Grisha trilogy. I thought he was just a nice, shiny character that just lightened up the whole series. I loved his banter. I loved his relationship with every character in the series. For some reason, he was just amusing. Yeah, everything he said was just really, really funny, and I just really liked his character. He's a treat for me. And then as a trick character, I decided to interpret that question as a trickster figure character, and the best trickster that I could think of right now is Casbrecker from Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, because my gosh, that guy is a mastermind. He is incredibly smart and always a step ahead of everybody. I haven't finished Crooked Kingdom yet, so don't spoil anything. I'm still in the middle of it. Yeah, he's an awesome trickster figure. You can't trick him, he will trick you. Candy corn, what book is always sweet? I wanted to go with Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. This is a nice contemporary fluffy book to read. It was really nice because it's set in Italy and there's a lot of gelato involved and a lot of romance in it too. That was really nice and sweet, so I chose that. Ghost. What character would you like to visit you as a ghost? Now, I didn't want to mention anyone that has already died because not everyone who watches this video has read the books that I've read, so let's pretend they were ghosts. There was a part in Six of Crows, not really much of a spoiler, but the whole gang was talking about what their ghosts would be in the afterlife. So I decided to go with Wyland's ghost, Wyland Van Eck, so he can play me the flute. And if Wyland's ghost is there, then Jesper will not be far behind, so it will be just super entertaining to have both ghosts with me. Dressing up in costume, which character would you like to be for a day? And I decided to go with Elizabeth Bennet, or Elizabeth Darcy, spoiler, for this because I just love the aesthetic of that era, the clothes, living in the country. I'm romanticizing living in the country, obviously. And then I get to be with Darcy for a day, but I get to dress up and live in Pemberley, beautiful house. So yes, I choose Elizabeth Bennet. Wizards and witches, what is your favorite Harry Potter moment? This is obviously very difficult for someone who loves Harry Potter as much as me. And also I haven't read the books in a long time. I have been rewatching all the movies, so I apologize if you're appalled that I'm gonna use a movie scene instead of a book. But Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban has always been my ultimate favorite Harry Potter story, so I'm gonna choose the scene where just the whole time turner sequence when Harry and Hermione go back in time. I really enjoyed watching that, as a 10-year-old, seeing them, I don't know, that whole thing was just shot beautifully in the movie. So I'm gonna choose that because it was awesome. Last question is blood and gore. Which book was so creepy that you had to take a break, put it down? I don't normally read horror stories because I am a wimp and I get scared really easily. I can't even watch horror movies, real horror movies. I'm not a big fan of that. The one that came to mind, I read this a while back, it's Poison Ink by Christopher Golden. It's basically about these high schoolers, a group of friends, high schoolers, they're outcasts, and they all found friendship with each other and they wanted to strengthen their bond as a friendship, so they decided to get tattoos on a whim, one night. And one of them chickened out at the last minute. Suddenly she finds herself ostracized from her previous group of friends who all got tattoos, and they all started acting weird, and just like the tattoos basically came to life and took a hold of her friends, and she was the only one who didn't get the tattoo and was like freaking out about what was happening. So that whole situation was really creepy. The whole book was creepy, which was, it means it was written really well because it hit me that way. That book was really creepy, and if you wanted to get if you want to get creeped out and spooked, then you should definitely go check that out and read it. That's all the questions for the Halloween book tag. Let me know in the comments which book is the creepiest one you've ever read, and also what your costume's gonna be for Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.